too good.
Weather set today to get blue.
Marfin! Mr. Marfin, over here! You must be John Marston.
Sometimes.
I'm Jake. Your friends from Blackwater hired me to guide you.
They ain't my friends, but pleased to meet you, Jake.
I got the horses saddled up and ready out front.
This whole organization stinks, and the marshal's to blame.
That's what you keep saying. I thought you was in a hurry to get to the fort. Well, here, let's mount up and hit the trail.
Here's particular permutation of diarrhea, spur balance. I must be going.
Take it easy until we're out of town. Ain't no point in causing a ruckus.
Come on.
Oh, no.
Come on, easy up now.
Know it's Fort Mercy you want to visit?
That's right.
Ain't taking nobody up to the fort in a long time. Strange place for a decent fella to want to visit, if you don't mind me saying.
Who said I was a decent fella?
It's been abandoned for years now. Folks say it was built during the Mexican War. What kinds of soldiers around back then?
Why'd they leave?
Well, I ain't entirely sure. I heard they had to go up north to fight Indians, or maybe they got tired of being soldiers and went looking for gold. You know how things is. So what are you doing up at the fort?
I'm looking for an old friend.
Well, like I says, you ain't gonna find many folk round those parts these days. Those you do find are about as sociable as most rated back to. I mean, I ain't one to judge a man by the company he keeps, but...
Well, he ain't been friends for a long time. Let's go.
Stay with me, Mr. Marston. Fort Mercer ain't easy to find. You ain't very talkative, are you?
Nope.
I'm just chewing the dog, mister. It's how I am. I don't mean nothing by it.
Trust me. There's things you better off not knowing.
You don't look much like no Blackwater fella.
That's because I ain't.
If I'm being honest, I don't care much for those highfalutin big city types. Not much at all.
Blackwater ain't much of a city. More of a town with delusions, but no, me neither.
A fella told me he was out in Blackwater a few months back and saw one of them newfangled carriages without horses.
Is that so?
And you wind 'em up like a clock. Damnedest thing ye ever saw without the aid of liquor, he told me.
Times are changing fast. That's for sure.
Gee, I'll tell you, Mr. Marston, those coyotes eat better than I do. Almost there, Mr. Marston, just over this hill. Whoa there. Listen, mister. This here's what's left of Fort Mercer. Some gang rode in and took the place over.
So I understand.
This is where we part ways, friend. You have yourself a good time. Yeah, yeah.
Come on. Slow up. Bill! Bill, I've come for you! Bill Williamson! Come out here right now!
Go away now, John. Don't make me kill you.
Nobody needs to kill anyone, Bill.
You must think I was born yesterday. You always did think I was an idiot.
That ain't fair, Bill. You were as my brother. I've come to try to save you.
Oh. Do I look like I need saving?
Bill, please. They want to kill us all. I can help you.
Well, you never tried to save me before. You only seemed to save yourself.
Bill, I implore you think about this.
You implore me? You implore me. You always were one for fancy words. Oh. Well, things are different now, John. Now I'm in charge! No more Dutch! And no more you. Implores. I implores you to go back and tell them to send someone just a little bit more impressive next time.
Well?
Oh. Poor John.
Well, you're alive.
So it would seem.
So, how do you feel?
I don't know the polite word for it.
I do. Stupid is the word we use around here. What were you doing?
I was doing something stupid.
Well, you'll be okay. Once you didn't die, the doctor said you'd be fine. He got the bullets out a couple days ago.
Good.
It cost us $15.
I'm sorry, madam. Should have left me there to die.
Did you want to die? I mean, was that it? Was that why you went straight out to Fort Mercer and picked a fight with the worst bandit in the county? To die, Mr.
Mr. Marston. John Marston.
Bonnie McFarland. Miss Bonnie McFarland.
Well, you may be right, Miss McFarland. I don't know.
Huh. So what were you doing?
Trying to give Mr. Williamson a chance. For old time's sake.
You know Bill Williamson?
Knew him. Long time ago.
Well, what was he like?
Dumb.
Just like you.
Thank you, miss. See my hat?
I have. And, what will you do now?
Now I'm gonna take my time and go after him the less kind way.
Well, that sounds very fun, Mr. Marston. Quite heroic, just like in those penny dreadfuls my brother used to read. Meanwhile, if you'll excuse me, I've got a ranch to run. Of course, if you're feeling better, why not take a ride with me later and help me patrol the perimeter? You can earn back some of that money we wasted on doctor's bills.
Of course. And thank you for saving my life, I mean.
Next time, Mr. Marston, I strongly recommend you don't try to lose it quite so earnestly.
I'll bear that in mind.
Nice to see you.
Mr. Marston, back in the land of the living, I see.
Figured it's about time I started paying back that $15.
I sure can use an extra pair of hands round here. Let's see if we can get you back in the saddle. There's the foreman's office. It's also where we lock up good-for-nothing outlaws, such as yourself.
I'm happy enough with my current quarters right now, Miss McFarland.
Hop on up. He won't bite. Come on, then. I'll show you around the property.
Yeah.
To your right is the general store. You won't find Parisian high fashion, but it's good for the essentials.
Very convenient. I don't think I've ever seen a ranch with its own store before.
And here's the corral. This one's for the horses. What do you think?
I'm no expert, but it certainly looks like a fine corral.
I suspect you've stolen more horses than you've broken.
Now, where'd you get such an idea?
First impressions are hard to erase. That's the train station. Things sure have changed since the line finally got finished, bringing in all sorts of new folk like yourself.
Is that such a bad thing?
Change is only good when it makes things better. That's the barn over there. Paul built it himself when I was just a little girl. Come on, boy.
Load up now.
And here we are, back at the house. Let's stop for a while before we head out on patrol.
You'll get no complaint from me, Miss McFarland.
Come on, this is the only chance you're gonna get to rest. How about a cold drink, Mr. Marston?
Thank you, ma'am. Getting shot, then riding a horse seems to take it out of you. I could use a rest.
Sure. Come on in. I'll show you the house and then you can sit for a while.
Thank you.
Mr. Marston,
Miss McFarland.
remember me telling you about the trouble we've been having with rustlers and other undesirables?
I do?
Will you help me keep watch on the property line this evening?
Sure.
I want to see just who is trespassing on our land.
This is a fine weapon.
Come, let's head out. The country is really beautiful at around this time. We'd best get moving. This is a dangerous time of night for us. Let's go. Keep your eyes open and try not to get yourself shot again.
Yeah!
Thank you, Mr. Marston. I feel a lot happier someone's along with me.
I feel a lot happier now I got a rifle.
Well, with your trigger itch and my feminine intuition, we should make quite a team.
Let's go.
God damn it, these rabbits are at it again. Come on, let's get rid of them once and for all. Let's see that rifle. I want a couple of these for the pot. Them rabbits can be wily little critters. Let's get back on the horses and see what else is going on. Let's get going. We've still got plenty of ground to cover.
Come on.
Giddy up! If it's not the rustlers stealing our cattle, it's the rabbits stealing our crops.
It ain't never easy living off the land like this. Maybe you should move to a big city. Become a lady of leisure.
Yeah! Was that a coyote? Get those pests before they scare the livestock. Come on, they're headed for the chicken coop.
Yeah. Hey. Animal.
Yes, we got one! Good shooting, Mr. Marston. Looks like that was the last of the coyotes. Just a shame we had to lose any of the chickens. Come on, I'll show you the way to your room. You know, you can actually handle a rifle.
It's something I've had a little experience in.
Maybe Bill Williamson did get lucky after all.
Luck didn't really come into it, miss.
You're a useful man to have around the ranch, that's for sure. But don't think I've forgotten what brought you here. We'll do whatever we can to help you.
I sure appreciate that, Miss McFarland.
Here we are. Thank you for your help, Mr. Marston. Makes me kind of happy I saved your life. Get some sleep and I will see you in the morning.
Good night, Miss McFarland.
don't say.
I was talking to some Blackwater fellas last night. Seemed kind of snooty.
Nate Johns is more corrupt than the politicians in my country.
Welcome back, driver. All good to resume our progression on this playlist. Really get a taste of modern Japanese car culture without some proper urban racing and seriously modded customs. Of Honolulu at night should set the perfect stage for these final races Motorfest has prepared. For you. pack hasn't shown you all their moves yet, and I believe they're ready to put on quite a show. There. Show them once and for all that you have what it takes.
I bet this is what you were waiting for when you signed up for the Made in Japan experience. Out of this world customs owning the city.
Well, you got your wish. Everybody's car is on top of their game, especially your new ride, Toji's Mitsubishi Lancer Evo X.
Yeah, Toji's the craziest customizer of us all. He loves his cars big and mean.
The Evo X, or previously known as Concept X and Prototype X, is the final form of the Lancer Evolution series. It's the most technologically advanced Evo ever.
Another JDM gem. You're welcome. Toji would say it's the best of them all.
Another lap. Hold on.
The Evo X doesn't have a legit reverse gear. It has two forward gears working together to make the wheels rotate in the opposite way. Cool, huh?
And that's how you save on weight.
Precisely.
What a race! That Motorfest crew knows how to throw a party.
Don't get too excited. You're just a host in that fantasy.
Watch out. Hosts can be dangerous, Mrs. Abernathy.
Hey, I got that, Ref.
Nerds, both of you.
The finish line's just a few seconds away, guys. It's now or never. This was the Mitsu Lancer Evo X with a special Toji custom. And you just showed you're totally worthy of that car.
Last event, right there. You'll be racing amongst the whole pack this time. So we got you covered with a special car. Have fun.
Newbie's playing hard to get.
Hold on. Driver, this is the final race, all together this time. You guys ready?
You bet.
Rebellion! Newbie wants to take the lead.
I'm kind of concerned about that car.
Mulligan!
Looks like you got yourself a special car for this race. What a ride.
Courtesy of the Motorfest, I presume.
A pumped-up Toyota Supra A80. A solid choice.
Couldn't be more appropriate, actually. The Supra was specifically designed at the time to rival most of our cars, Skyline, NSX, or RX-7. And that customization looks flawless.
Pretty cool. But remember, nothing beats the R34.
Funny way to pronounce NSX.
Shinjuku style, huh? Well, we'll see about that.
You gotta admit, it feels just like Tokyo.
Well, I guess they did do a pretty good job capturing the vibe of our streets. How come our new buddy didn't get to drive high as MX-5?
Fair point.
Who knows? Another time, maybe. There's still so much about Japanese racing we didn't touch on.
Are we talking, guys, or are we showing our new member who the top dogs are in this pack?
Did you get that, driver? He said let's punch it.
You haven't claimed your reward for this playlist. We've got one last surprise for you, driver. Let's head back to the container. Journey through traditional and modern Japan was outstanding. What an incredible car culture. Spirited, stylish, unrestricted. Hawaii and Japan have a lot in common. Building this experience for you has been amazing. Hayato and his friends, I can tell you that they had a lot of fun. You clearly went way beyond their expectation. Did you enjoy driving that Toyota Supra we lent you for the final event? I'm just asking. No reason. Waiting for you all along. The Toyota Supra A80 Special Edition. Playlist constraints removed. You can now experience it, driver. Let's complete this playlist. You have one new message.
Hey friend, it's Hayato from the pack. What's up? Tell me, how would you like to go for another spin made in Japan? There's a lot happening and we're getting the whole team together. We'll be hanging out south of Kaneohe. Meet us there.
Come on, we're gonna kick some butt!
Hey, stop yelling!
Well, you've heard your friends. You're going back to Japan. Sort of. Prepare to face new challenges and explore new horizons. Playlist is available, driver. You have one new message.
Hey friend, it's Hayato from the pack. What's up? Tell me, how would you like to go for another spin made in Japan? There's a lot happening and we're getting the whole team together. We'll be hanging out south of Kaneohe. Meet us there.
Come on, we're gonna kick some butt.
Hey, stop yelling!
Well, you've heard your friends. You're going back to Japan. Sort of. Prepare to face new challenges and explore new horizons. Made in Japan Volume 2 is here. No spoilers, just jump in. Let's see what's coming up. Your friends from the pack are really close. Go join them. They'll fill you in on the situation. Here. Time for a kick-ass reunion.
Welcome back, friend. Long time.
Hey, Drifter.
Hi there, number 6.
Pack is back together, and you're one of us now. You're right where you belong.
But I still outrank you, buddy. Don't forget it.
You wish.
Watch your mouth, Shorty. Don't you brats start.
As you can see, things here haven't changed one bit.
We're taking off!
Alright, everyone, here's the deal. The Motorfest is stepping up their street racing game. They have a bunch of so-called street racers coming in from all over the world.
Got us some competition, huh?
Yeah, and Made in Japan 2 is going to be all about showing these guys who the top dogs in this festival are.
I'm down, brother.
From what I've heard, it's more of a cat thing.
These guys are all waiting for us on another island, Maui. So this is uncharted territory for all of us.
Even more exciting. Maui, here we come.
That Supra you got last time certainly fits you like a glove. And you'll have access to a whole lot of other Japanese vehicles as we face our opponents. You're gonna love that. Check this out, guys. Smoking volcano on the right.
Excuse me, you said smoking volcano?
Yeah, that one's still active. Pretty cool, huh? Welcome to Maui, guys.
Yay!
Do we know anything about these guys we're facing?
Well, the festival didn't provide much intel, but I can tell you we're up against several other groups. They're not isolated individuals.
Which means these guys will know how to drive as a team.
Exactly. And they all come from different places, meaning different racing styles and different types of cars.
Guess we'll have to work things out on the spot.
That's what we do, right? Man, we're gonna have fun.
Into our first opponents. The warm-up is over.
Congratulations, driver. You've ascended a step closer to being a Motorfest legend. A new reward is waiting for you within the activity menu.
You, Shingo, and I are tackling the first round. Let's go meet our rivals.
Hey, if it's just the three of us, I should be taking the lead.
Too late. I call dibs.
Okay, so I'm not... Okay, never mind. Driver, round one. The pack versus the Night Stalkers. Game on.
What's up, tourists? Time for you to step away. The festival is ours now. Say what?
Oh boy, here comes the trash talk. Okay guys, it's just the three of us here, and we're facing the first of our new opponents, the Night Stalkers. Ooh, badass name.
Yeah, it's not gonna do him much good against us. Hey, you hear me, Thea Punto? You're gonna get your ass handed to you.
They went offline, Shingo. Gotta let our driving do the talking. Let's smoke these guys.
You got it, sister. What's up with all the cat fever?
I don't know, it's a Motorfest thing. Right now, cat's the word. I love cats.
Of course you do.
You're driving my car's older sister tonight, the Mazda RX-7 Turbo 2, the second generation of the RX-7.
10th anniversary edition.
That's right, this very model is extra special. It's the monochromatic crystal white edition, celebrating 10 years of RX-7 goodness. Only 1,500 of these babies were made.
At the time for Mazda, this was the definitive statement about what a sports car can and should be. These turns are sharp.
You gotta drift through these, Shingo.
You drift psycho. We're back at the shopping mall, which means only a few turns left. Don't give these four balls any ground, you guys.
Way ahead of you.
That's one batch of roasted cats. Bring in the next one.
Well done. The one and only Pax taking the lead.
Crazy ride.
Hey, brother. You guys did great against the Stalkers, but the next round is about to start. Ren and I will be waiting for you.
You're teaming up with the adults this time.
Well, is this what we're doing now? You guys talk and I... All right, that's cool. I'm nothing if not adaptable. It's time for another round. The Pack versus the Quick Whiskers.
Japanese racers are quite the deal. Try not to disappoint. Ooh, the Quick Whiskers in person on our frequency. Well, take a head start, kitty cat. You're gonna need it.
Some impressive machines these guys are driving. Gets my motor running.
That's the spirit. Let's take these jokers down. Looks like we're going out of the city for a bit. Everybody all right?
Can't say my Evo X liked it much, but all good.
Yeah, the Motorfest is clearly cranking things up, without any regard for our paintwork. If that's too much for you people, feel free to wait on the sidelines and watch. Eavesdropping now. If you want to join the winning team, just say so.
Kids these days.
That section's nasty.
Yeah, it's a miracle none of us ended up in a tree.
We'll get it this time.
Come on, guys, this is the last section. Neon-lit city streets, just the way we like them. No question, we're winning this.
Not gonna question this. You should be ready for anything with that Toyota GR86. Lightweight, with a naturally aspirated engine, responsiveness and agility. A Toyota GR, the upper limit of performance.
A car that's right up your alley.
job, my friend. That second victory clearly sends a message.
Any comment from the cats on the radio? Yeah, didn't think so.
Two wins in a row. This deserves a nice little fun break. I'm waiting for you next to the airport. Come join me. I've got a nice Evo 6 for you to try.
Right, but isn't it my job to say this kind of... recalibrating? Okay, your friend is waiting for you. You know what to do. Knowing that girl, I'm pretty sure you can guess what she has in mind, Drifter. Speak to you soon, driver.